our government is committed to implementing rights enriched in Section 56 of the Constitution, Amendment number 19 of 2013, which provides a strong framework for the protection and promotion of the rights of all citizens. The government's vision in the National Health Strategy 2021 to 2025 is to ensure the highest possible level of health and quality of life for all citizens of Zimbabwe by 2030. And this is anchored on the 10 health outcomes as enriched in the National Development Strategy 1 of 2021 to 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may be aware, that government of Zimbabwe has also endorsed goals and targets set out international protocols and agreements on health and has placed sexual and reproductive health and rights high on the national agenda. Since 2010, the country has made considerable progress in improving the sexual and reproductive health status of Zimbabwean population. According to 2019 Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey, there have been improvements in almost all indicators except neonatal mortality. For instance, the proportion of pregnant women with at least 4 antenatal care visits increased from 70% in 2014 to 72% in 2019. Skilled attendance at birth increased from 80% to 86%, and postnatal care coverage for the mother increased from 77% to 82%.
Building on the successes and lessons learned from these predecessor projects, which were implemented in collaboration with the government of Zimbabwe and the generous funding and support of the American people through the United States Agency for International Aid, also known as USAID, this project is going to run for 5 years from October 2023 to 2028. The focus of this project is to ensure that we reduce the numbers of maternal, newborn, and child deaths. The project will be implemented in 5 provinces, namely Manicaland, Mashonaland West, Midlands, Masvingo, and Matabeleland South, with an initial focus on the 2 neediest districts in each province. These districts were selected in consultation, in collaboration, and with the guidance of the Ministry and Healthcare Child teams at the provincial level, based on the review of the prevailing data and trends. To implement this project, we will work with 2 sub-partners, Family AIDS Caring Trust, FACT, and Clinton Health Access Initiative, CHAI. More importantly, the work is done through and with the Ministry of Healthcare Systems and Structures, and with the project playing a technical assistance, enabling, and supportive role. The second group of work that we'll do is on workforce optimization, reviewing the number and quality of healthcare workers and the amount of work that they do. To ensure that we protect the lives of our mothers, babies, and under-5s, we must ensure that as a nation, we have the correct numbers of healthcare workers with the right types of skills and spending their correct amount of time with the patients to give us the best outcomes.
For the past 7 years, Population Services Zimbabwe, a locally registered NGO, has complemented efforts of the Ministry of Health and Child Care, together with Zimbabwe National Family Planning Council, to deliver comprehensive, voluntary family planning services to the poor, underserved, and hard-to-reach populations in Zimbabwe. PSZ is renowned as one of the largest specialized sexual reproductive health and rights organizations in Zimbabwe. It provides a wide range of quality, affordable, client-centered sexual reproductive health services and information to men, women, and adolescents. These services empower men and women to make informed reproductive choices freely in their desired time frames that align with their individual goals. Additionally, sexual reproductive health services, including contraception, reduce the risks of unintended pregnancies, maternal deaths. Thus, we prioritize provision of these services in line with the Ministry of Health and Child Care. In Zimbabwe, Population Service Zimbabwe operates in all the 10 provinces, and our coverage is across all the administrative districts in the country, reaching almost 500,000 women and men annually with comprehensive sexual reproductive health services. Into the National Health Strategy, the NDS1, as it seeks to reduce maternal morbidity and mortality through comprehensive sexual reproductive health, including family planning services, improve the health of clients, which promotes economic growth. Additionally, the SHASHA activity resonates well with the Zimbabwe National Family Planning Strategy 2022 to 2026, as it seeks to build capacity in the provision of family planning services through training healthcare workers, healthcare providers, ensuring access and utilization of modern contraception for the hard-to-reach underserved communities, raising awareness and increased reach through innovative, human-centered behavior change and communication strategies, and support the public sector, public-private partnerships in sexual reproductive health.
We are gathered here today for the most important people in this world, that is mothers and babies. My first job, Honorable Deputy Minister, is being a mother. It's a tough job because, like many mothers in this area today, from the moment my babies were born, I've been on my toes to ensure that they live, thrive, and achieve the unimaginable. Today, we are here because we want the same thing, for mothers and babies to survive and to thrive. Last year, my team was here in Mutare celebrating the successes of USAID's 5-year Imuli activity here in Manicaland province. Before this activity, maternal and child health deaths in Manicaland were high. I understand that 1 in 15 children died before his or her 5th birthday. And about 70% of these deaths occurred during infancy. Sadly, many of these deaths were preventable. USAID's Imuli activities, supported by the Ministry of Health and Child Care, conducted more than 211,000 institutional deliveries. Together, our work resulted in an increase in babies successfully resuscitated from 47% in 2018 to 86% in 2023. While we've achieved a great deal, more work needs to be done. According to the ZimSat data for 2022, Zimbabwe's maternal mortality ratio is unacceptably high, at 363 deaths per 100,000 live births. The globally accepted goal is 140, and Zimbabwe is at 363. So we're building on the successes of our previous partnerships and activities, and expanding what we've learned here in Manicaland to expand to 5 provinces with our Imuli activity.